Had this big, beautiful peacock, and hidden behind it will be a monkey
that's plucking a feather and trying to make itself beautiful too.
What would you say to Sam and Jessica if Sam and Jessica were on your team and they brought this to you guys?
We're often looking for that instant, what's the story? And so what is the motivation, what's happening? Or just where's the absurdity of the moment? See if you can throw a little bit of fun in there and give them that little twist.
I mean, I think it's a great sketch model to start with. You can see you're going to get a real wow from that tail.
Yeah.
What I want to see is the sass and the personality and the attitude come out in the rest of the bird itself, because a peacock has a little bit of that.
We wanted to steal the show. That's our goal.
Exciting, like the ambition, some fighting talk here in the finale.
Thank you.
While you're working on Griffin, I can be working on Tower.
Being in this competition means so much to us, and I just love spending this much time on creative pursuits with my wife.
We are strong at our storytelling, our characters.
You gave us some characters that were lovable, and they really brought the story to life.
Visually, right off the bat, awesome build. The craftsmanship here is outstanding with Meowster coming out of the floor.
And large sculpting.
All of these different curve shapes coming up and keeping them stable. You did a great job with it.
Thank you.
We have worked so hard to get here. And winning this competition would really mean a lot to us. We have a baby Lego builder on board.
No way!
Yep.
What?
There's definitely no holding back in this final challenge.
I've been building basically all my life, and it seems like all that time building with Lego has been preparation and training for this moment.
So cute.
Hey guys.
Hey!
So tell us a little bit about your mock-up.
We're kind of putting this in the realm of mythology. You know, we've got this tower. On top of the tower is going to be a griffin who is protecting its nest of babies from the lizard monster that is attacking.
The theme of parental protection is something that's very special to us, as we are expecting our first little one ourselves.
I think it's great that it links to a personal story with you guys, because we want to see that.
So you're creating this more as a, like, almost a sculptural scene.
Kind of an epic display piece. One of our special features is we really want to use movement well.
The wings are going to actually have this graceful flapping motion.
When you're making products for adults, you have to give them permission to put it in their house. Because otherwise, Lego is known for it as a kid's toy, which means you really have to elevate this to an epic scene and give it that otherworldly feel, so it really looks crafted.
Are you happy with where they are with their mock-up?
This is what gets us excited. It sells the dream. Now I can't wait to see it built.
Thank you.
So much.
Oh, I like building with you, Boone.
I like building with you, Mark. Being on a team with Mark is one of the greatest gifts I could have possibly asked for. We've accomplished things that I never could have accomplished without him. 1,000! We have been able to prove that we can build the biggest thing in the room.
That story is very clean and very clear. We're really happy to see it actually grow into a model that is impressive.
We've also proved that we can tell some of the most compelling stories and bring in the most humor into the builds.
You guys have really gone epic on your scale, and this is that classic destroy everything moment.
Everything rides on this. We need to bring our best build.
We gotta win this thing.
We gotta win.
How does that look?
It's awesome. Oh my gosh, it looks awesome.
All right, talk to us about your signature piece.
So our signature piece will be the Tower of Creativity. This is like a community arts center. It's a beautiful, sleek building where each level of the tower is inhabited by a different group of creative people.
The main point we're trying to get across is there is a lot of people out there that they're creative in other ways beyond just building Lego. He has music and I have woodworking, so we wanted to kind of reach out to them of like creativity should be honored.
If these guys were on your team and they came to you and brought this as a mock-up, what would you say?
There's something in the structure here that's very familiar to your past build that I think you do need to address to make sure you're giving us a totally original build.
I would say, why are you hiding your creativity? I really like the idea of those interactive things, but before you do that, you're not actually invited into this creativity. There's a potential that you could just drive by or walk by and go, oh, it's a skyscraper, I wonder if it's apartments.
That's a really important piece of feedback. I don't have immediate ideas how we address that.
A good starting point, a lot to think about.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a big problem.
Oh my gosh.
We definitely have got to bring them something that is nothing like what they've seen before for this final challenge. They're looking for something incredible. I'm having a really hard time wrapping my head around what we should do in this challenge. It feels like the most important decision we will make in this entire competition.
Tonight, we crown our LEGO Masters winners. There's been so many great builds that have brought us here, and you must have some that stand out.
Mark and Boone and that Mega City Challenge. They managed to give us such a polished model.
And we saw Aaron and Christian blow us away with that fairground. The fact that they had a fully functional fairground with a giant Ferris wheel, it was some of their best work. And now we're in the finals. There are only 3 models left, and these should be the most amazing models we've seen yet.
I can't wait to see what they come up with.
For this week's Brick Tips, make sure to check out our LEGO Masters YouTube channel.
Activate this QR code with the camera on your mobile phone. The winning build and our LEGO Masters champions is just around the corner. LEGO Masters will be right back on Fox.
24 hours to transform this into your most epic build ever.
Oh, yeah.
Your 24-hour masterpiece build starts now. Get your brick on.
$24 hours? Holy smokes.
This is almost twice the amount of time we've had on LEGO Masters to build anything. So this gives us a great opportunity to make something huge and polished. I'm gonna need so many of these if I'm doing this.
With a 24-hour build, it's really challenging to keep that mental focus, but we're gonna make sure that we build something epic. Our main tower is gonna go here, we're gonna have our lake here.
So we have to like somehow straddle the fence between what is our signature and how do we build something they've never seen from us before.
I don't think we need to go so far out.
So what if this is literally just like an artist's colony?
Dystopian future, but it's an artist colony celebrating creativity.
We are creating Artopia, a world centered around an old torn down building. And people from all creative pursuits are coming together to create a community here. If we build something that we're like excited about, we're gonna build something amazing. 1x6s, 1x2s.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
I think we have some tough competition. Mark and Boone are excellent builders, especially with architecture, and Tyler and Amy are excellent character builders. But we feel what sets us apart is our ingenuity. We have a lot of nice parts usage in our feathers. Beautiful.
Nice part usage, NPU, is when you take a part that most people see as one thing and use it completely differently.
We're using leaves for the feathers, we're using studs, we're using golden discs for the eyes. So there's a lot of different parts usage.
It's a risk, it's gonna take a bunch of time to make more feathers, but I think it's worth it.
Hello.
Oh, look at all the color.
How is the build coming along?
Right now we're working on like feathers that we made because we're building our story around the focal point of this peacock. We wanted to go for something more humorous.
His shocked face will reveal that there's a monkey plucking out a feather.
Definitely you're creating this beautiful peacock. How you create the facial expression is going to be really important so that we believe the story.
Really play up the humor, the fun. I think that's where you guys can really stand out because you've shown us that in the past and done it really well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much. Thank you.
Tall Mark and Boone. They're going very big. Wow.
Mark and Boone have definitely dialed up their competitiveness. They have the skills, especially when it comes to the details. So we have to make sure we bring our world to life.
I think that's gonna be cool. Check this out.
Yeah, that's cool.
How's it going?
Yeah.
So Tyler's working on our wing mechanism for the griffin.
Oh, great, yeah.
But there's the kind of the 2-part. We're hoping it'll have that sort of enveloping protection pose.
It's actually got a delicate movement to it, which is quite nice.
Just make sure that there's more than just this epic scene at the top. There's a whole world to discover of details as well. We'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much.
4x6. I'm gonna get 2 4x6s and a bunch of 1x2s.
Mark and Boone. Look at this this mega tower like you're building on.
Yeah, so after y'all checked in, one of the things that stuck out to us was we were hiding everything inside the tower of Artopia.
Yeah.
But now we blow the tower open and you still see the things on the levels.
We're gonna have the painters at different levels painting the building, so you can see that they're being creative. They're fixing up like this ugly world they live in.
I think the contrast you have here between the creative and the more bleak is really what's going to make the wow in the model. So I think you also have to think, how do you depict the different minifigure stories throughout your build to show that contrast even more.
Okay. Good. All right, thank you very much.
Pray that this works. Oh my.
What?
It's too much strain for the motor. They're
So
too,
what can you do?
I don't know. They're not like perfectly in sync, so it's like flap, flap, flap. It's just, I'm just fiddling and fiddling and fiddling.
Hey guys, you know how sometimes when you're building and I stop you and yell, "There's a twist!"
Oh.
And then I just tell you to build something else?
Yeah.
That's fun, right?
No.
But it would be pretty messed up if I did that right now, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Imagine if I did that. Imagine. Stop the clocks! Stop what you're doing! I have an announcement!
Hey.
I am not gonna change your builds up on you.
Yeah.
Just thought that we could use a little us time. Guys, I don't want this to end. Come on. It's like we're family now. What could be more awesome than this? Oh. Look, it's your families.
I'm so happy. I'm so in love with my family. I have missed them so much. Having them here is just like a big injection of energy. How are you? It came at just the right time. I'm so glad to see them.
So does your dad really build Lego girls all the time at home?
A lot. He builds Lego a lot.
He builds Lego a lot.
Loves Lego.
Yeah.
Loves Lego.
Mark,
Yep.
were you surprised?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
By the way, this is the longest answer Mark has given me. Was he always this chatty?
Pretty much.
So Jessica, you have an art studio
Yes.
in your grandparents' house.
They let me put my art studio there, and that's what really allows me to make the art that I love to create.
So Sam, how much does this mean to you?
They're the most supportive family I could ever hope for.
He's always done so many different wonderful things, so you always have to just be admiring him.
Tyler and Amy, how cool is it to see your family here?
I guess we need to make an announcement. We have a third member of the Claytons joining us. Oh my gosh! Grandpa, I love it so much. My family finally knows. It is a moment we will never forget and we will treasure forever.
How does that feel?
I'm a blessed man.
Well, look, I feel bad because I lied before. I said that there wasn't a twist in this challenge. There is. The winning build from our first ever LEGO Masters will be displayed at Legoland Resort, New York. Yeah. You are building a literal Legoland attraction, so make it spectacular.
Having a piece that we've made displayed at Legoland New York where so many people are going to see it would be a dream come true.
All right, so families, thank you so much for dropping by, but we got to let them finish what they started. So let's start the clock back up. And families, we'll see you when the build is done.
I love you guys.
We've been so stressed with this final challenge. So seeing our families, this has just given us energy again, got enthusiasm.
See ya.
Do good, win,
kind of an inspiration for us to win this competition.
4, 5.
This isn't working, and I don't even know.
What are the options?
So we have our griffin as our centerpiece, and we want these wings to have this beautiful, elegant movement. I might be able to redesign it to have linear actuators, and it would lift them and bring them back. So I'm trying to redesign how the motors are creating that movement, and hopefully that will save our build.
Go, go, go.
I'm working. I'm working.
10 hours left, people.
10 hours.
10 hours. Got your 24-hour build, huh?
Yeah.
24 hours is a long time.
Just
gonna take a little break. Kind of relaxed in my spot. I've heard that this is way nicer than Nick Cannon's setup he's got over there with the Masked Singer. And this is not that far off from glamping, just as long as you sort of take away the glam part of the glamping. But other than that, it's like super similar.
You got it.
You got it.
So I've used a worm gear, which is a spiral piece, in order to make much better use of the strength of the motor so it can run at full speed and still give us that slow, fluid flap. So the most technological stuff we've used.
Nice job.
That's cool.
Okay.
Amy and Tyler are definitely bringing their A game.
The griffin, the flapping wings, their stuff is incredible. However, I believe we can top that. I just wrapped my head around the next awesome piece of this thing. Our idea is to have our building transform. I've never built anything quite like this before. So I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but I think it's gonna be awesome if we pull it off.
Ooh, I'm excited to see that.
So much to do, so much
So much to do.
This peacock has taken us so long.
It's got so many little details, like there's a million little pieces in those feathers, and we really didn't want to sacrifice that. Oh, there's such high stakes.
And high competition. I mean, we're so far behind comparatively. Theirs is gonna look so, it's gonna.
I know, you know it is. Whoa, look at Mark and Boone's.
Holy crap, it's tall.
Dude, that's awesome.
If we can't finish the peacock in time, we're not gonna have a signature build. We're not gonna win Lego Masters. We're screwed.
At Sprint, our priority is keeping our customers, employees.
All right, we gotta get this done.
4 hours left. You have 4 hours left.
I know.
Just under 4 hours left. Love to have all the characters done.
Is that the wall that's gonna spin?
The whole center will spin.
Working for 20 hours straight has been insane.
We are pushing our creativity to the limit. Our idea is to have our building look derelict, ugly, but when a person places a life-size paintbrush into a paint can, there'll be a sensor in the paint can that tells these walls to turn around and they become beautiful.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's gonna be enough to beat Amy and Tyler.
Dude, we got this. We just gotta stay with it, keep it up, okay?
The belts are looking great and also different.
It's a reflection of the teams being just so different in their approach and personalities. And that's what's fun about this challenge, is that it actually does represent them as a team.
$100,000
We need to make it.
Legoland. So we got this?
Yeah.
All right.
Done and done.
This face keeps falling apart. This peacock has taken us so long. I'm worried about finishing the monkey in time. Taking this stupid thing apart 50 times now. It's like so frustrating.
Don't start doubting yourself. You're getting there. The hands look fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Like them?
Yeah.
Your enthusiasm keeps me alive.
Does this look good?
Yeah, it looks like a banana.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, up here.
Perfect.
Uh-oh, guys. You know what this means? 1 hour left to complete your masterpiece.
One hour.
We need to get this all filled in.
We need minifigs everywhere. We got 5 floors to fill.
It needs to happen.
These guys have been building for what, 23 hours already?
What a marathon session.
Did you ever have to build with a deadline, a time deadline like this?
I don't know I ever competed on something at this level. I mean, 24 hours, that's quite an extensive build.
Yeah.
Focus, 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 buddy.
I'm just exhausted.
Push, 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 all the way in.
This is it. We got less than 10 minutes.
There's some really great models here.
Looking around the room, I am almost speechless. I can really see those builds come to life.
Is he sitting on the cushion over here?
He can be.
Sam and Jessica, they have pulled a monkey out of a hat.
This is almost done-ish.
Can I move this lizard's claw a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Tyler and Amy's build is epic.
There needs to be something down in here.
Down in where?
Down in this area, just something.
Okay.
Mark and Boone are killing it with the creative details. With the paint splats and the minifigures, it just feels like a completely immersive world.
Good barrel.
Yeah. Shoot. 1 minute remains in your final build. Tensions are high.
Can we add spots or take these 3 off before we forget?
We're pretty good.
Is there any dead spots?
Make sure everything stays where it needs to be.
Yes. What will be the outcome of this epic competition show? 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Bricks down. You did it. Woo! Yeah. You're done. You made it to the end, you guys. Please allow me to go full-on dad mode and say, I am proud of you guys. You've done an awesome job. It is time for the Brickmasters to review your masterpieces and decide who will be our first LEGO Masters.
Going into judging, we're feeling a little nervous. Ordinarily, we'd be pitching our build to the Brickmasters, but this time, our build has to speak for itself.
There's a lot on the line here. Big stakes, $100,000, trophy, the title.
The Brickmasters are going to have a challenge picking a winner. I definitely think we could win it. But at this point, our fate is in their hands. I don't know what's going to happen.
So much pressure on you guys.
That's super exciting.
Okay, so this is Mark and Boone's final build.
Mark and I have built Artopia. It is in a post-apocalyptic wasteland where creative minds are coming together to build community. It is the tallest thing we've ever built.
The whole side of the building is getting painted by this giant paint blaster. Paint has spilled out of a window and is dripping down, and there's a guy walking through it.
This is the build that's going to take us to the title and the $100,000.
So Brickmasters, what do you think?
This is pretty epic in its size. I mean, it's so tall. Just look at it against all the other ones.
Yeah.
They push the limit.
You can see their personality coming through in the model, and you can also see some of the humor and the fun that these guys have when they build, because that's kind of when they're at their best.
They're really good at that, aren't they?
Yeah. The real energy of that splash of color going up, and that minifigure just being impossibly suspended, like it's so powerful.
All these little stories and details they have throughout can really keep your attention, and that's really quite magical to capture in a build.
It's also interactive. They have a color sensor in here, so when you put the paintbrush in, it really comes to life.
That's a paintbrush.
It's a paintbrush. And it goes in the paint can. It's really clever and fun.
That's pretty cool.
To see them deliver on such a high level is wonderful.
All right, next up, Sam and Jess.
Our final build is called the Peacock and the Monkey. Our peacock sparkles. We really got to showcase our artistry with this last master build, and we love it. We could actually win this.
So Brickmasters, what do you think?
Sam and Jessica really struck something pretty special, and they've elevated Lego from just a toy to actually a work of art, and that's pretty amazing for some little bricks, right?
Very amazing.
I'm like, wow. And of course, this could only come from Sam and Jessica.
Yeah.
We've seen that spark of potential, but to see it in full bloom, this is what we were hoping to see for the finals.
You see that beautiful, sassy peacock, and then the rest of the world is kind of hidden behind at first glance. Then you come round to the other side and you see, okay, I see why that peacock has this little bit of a crazy expression on his face, because this monkey's actually taking a feather from it and he's putting it on his hat. So it's a really fun and creative story, and that's what we love to see.
Kids love characters like this, but also to see like bananas as legs of a table. That's just absurd, but fun.
Yeah.
But the peacock is really the standout for me. I mean, they've used colors in such a clever way that it really does pop in the room.
And using the leaf element to create the feathers as well. Yeah. It's really nice parts usage. We love to see that too. It has such a wow factor.
Next up, Tyler and Amy.
This is the treasure of the Griffin. We wanted to showcase the theme of strong parental love and the fierce protection for one's child.
We love what we've built. It shows our creativity, our ingenuity, and ability to really capture something original.
Brickmasters, what do you think?
Tyler and Amy have done what they do best, and they've created characters that are right in focus at the top of the tower. That griffin, with its wings flapping, protecting its babies, it really captures your attention. It's a real wow moment in the build.
And the subtlety of those feathers on the end, just having that little bit of extra movement, it's really effective.
I think they've really thought about how they can tell the story across this build, and they have this trail of destruction going through the forest.
Creates a little bit of a sense of magic in this universe that they're creating, because this is another world, this is mythical, but also giving some life to this very dark character. Using darkness to your advantage so you really see the eye in focus.
Getting that contrast.
Exactly.
What a wow, it is definitely an epic moment in this scene right here.
It's really beautiful.
So we have 3 epic finale builds here.
And they're so different.
And they are so different.
They've brought their personality and they've brought their skills into each of the builds.
And these would all display amazingly well as an exhibit at the Legoland Resort.
Mark and Boone are such emotional builders. They really feel what they're building.
So much creativity, down to the character development, the parts usage, but they also just show how playful they were with the bricks.
For Sam and Jessica, they always had that spark of creativity. They always had the great ideas, and they've definitely grown the most of all the teams.
Tyler and Amy really bring their characters to life. They're always good at making characters. It's actually really hard to do, but they do it well. And it's like, how can you make something so beautiful look so easy?
So they each have their things about them that makes them so unique.
And that's why it's such a difficult decision to make.
Who is the Lego Masters champion? This is one of those moments that we've seen on TV before. Who's it gonna be? You'll find out next season. Just kidding. You're gonna find out today. Right after the break. Yeah, we're definitely going to a break. Yeah, you didn't think we were gonna do it now. No, we go to a break. Kid, you're absolutely insane.
And although the competition is coming to an end, the Lego Masters fun continues.
We're reliving our childhood all over again.
That felt really good.
I knew you could do it, man.
Don't forget, there's brick tips and more online.
Look at your bricks in every way possible. Remember, this can be scaled to as big as you want.
To help you create some magic of your own while you're at home.
Today, we're going to talk about Lego lingo. We're talking about color choices, changing direction, design methods, micro build, typography, going big.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
To see all the brick tips, behind the scenes moments, outtakes, and more, scan this QR code with your mobile phone camera now.
Lego Masters Unity!
And you can enjoy the entire season of Lego Masters on Fox Now.
Got it?
Got it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finale of LEGO Masters. In just a few moments, one team will win $100,000, become LEGO Masters, and take home an amazing LEGO trophy. It all down to this. One final build, a masterpiece that took 24 hours to create. So make some noise for our final three teams, Amy and Tyler, Mark and Boone, and Sam and Jessica.
We walk into the workroom and there's all these people cheering. There's the old competitors. There's our families. This is unbelievable.
Isn't this crazy?
Whoa, it's tough.
It has been one heck of a journey getting to this point, and now here you are, Tyler and Amy. What would winning this show mean to you?
I feel like I've been building almost all my life, and it's like all been preparation for this moment. So having the title of LEGO Master would be just the icing on the cake for my LEGO journey.
That $100,000 would just mean everything, starting our life together with our baby and saving for our first house.
Awesome. So Sam and Jessica, what's going through your mind right now?
We wouldn't be here without each other. Like, you've made me a better builder. You focused me when I needed to, when I was full of self-doubt and scared, and I'm so grateful we got to have this together.
My proudest moment was when you found it in yourself to really believe in yourself, and it was really special, and I wouldn't have done this journey with anyone but you.
So Mark and Boone. Boone.
Will.
Do you have one last song in you?
Here we go, we're building with bricks now. We've been running to the brick pit day after day. Here we go, we're building with bricks now.
Amazing. I don't know which I like more, your artistry as LEGO builders or your songwriting and singing. The whole point of this competition is to celebrate creativity and show that anything is possible when you build with your heart and your imagination. I hope that we inspired young and old to think outside the bricks. All right, so now it's time to separate the LEGO builders from the LEGO Masters. 3 unique teams and 3 completely unique builds. I honestly don't know how you choose a favorite. Luckily, that's not my job. It's theirs.
Every single one of you put your heart and soul into those models, and it really shows.
We've seen how outrageously talented you are, and Amy and I are just so proud of each of you.
It's time for the moment of truth. You ready? Are you ready? So before we name our champions, Brickmasters, which team came in 3rd place?
Our 3rd place team Sam and Jessica.
You're awesome. I love you. 3rd place is a total honor to me, to beat out so many talented people. So
It just shows if you're dedicated to a dream, like you will go far. And this was just truly the best experience of my life.
I'm so proud of us.
Oh, that's so sweet.
This is it.
Yeah.
Tyler and Amy, Mark and Boone.
This moment right now is a monumental moment.
I'm nervous, but in a good way.
This is the moment we have been building up to for so long. We've been waiting for this, and I just have a stomach full of butterflies.
It all comes down to this. Brick Masters, which team has won Lego Masters?
For Jamie and I, this has definitely been the toughest decision we've had to make. The team that will be going home today with the trophy and that title of Lego Masters is Tyler and Amy.
In the world. We just won $100,000.
We did not win tonight, but we gained the most incredible experience of our lives. If you're watching this, go build something amazing.
Jeez, guy, knock it on.
You were awesome. Great job. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
I've been building with Lego since I was 2 years old, and I haven't stopped, like, ever. To actually win is just so incredible. We feel so blessed.
That's it. This was incredible. Thank you so much for playing. Never stop creating. Now, come on, let's go. Hit the bricks.
Laugh it up with Tim Allen and